Kana Malam was off the coast of East Africa when Vasco da Gama turned up looking for India. I mean, I'm not quite sure how that happened. Vasco turned up, excuse me, where is India? And Kana Malam was in the story in possession of superior navigational skills, which shows that Indian navigation at the time was superior to that of the Portuguese. So Kana Malam was able to show him from the east coast of Africa to Calicut. Now, the Kharva Samaj, Manvi's sailing community, have a monthly magazine. They had a monthly magazine in which they present community history stories. And they rightly pointed out in their history story that in some ways it was very good that Kana Malam had the superior navigation skills to Vasco da Gama, and he should be venerated as a hero because of that, but he had also brought the colonial power to India, and perhaps he shouldn't be celebrated for having introduced 400 years of oppressive rule. Anyway, the Kharva Samaj were a little bit ambiguous about that in the end. But it is also the case that Zanzibar claim their own version of Kana Malam, and so does Oman. And Oman have gone to the point of creating a museum about, I think they call him Ibn Majid. So there's an entire museum dedicated to how Ibn Majid was able to show Vasco da Gama the way from East Africa to Calicut. But I think having said that, I don't know whether it's a question of authentication or not. I think actually it's more interesting than saying, well, it's not a Gujarat story, or it's not a Zanzibar story, or it's an Indian Ocean story. And I think that the circulation of people in the Indian Ocean and the ubiquity of that idea probably resonates quite strongly with a deep sense that they did have superior navigation skills to Vasco da Gama. And Vasco da Gama entered into a dynamic arena where people were interconnected, where stories travelled, where perhaps it was not easy to tell whether someone was Gujarati, Zanzibari or Omani in the first place, because those people were circulating just as the contemporary post-colonial myth of Kana Malam or Ibn Majid, call him what you will, is circulating in the Indian Ocean.